Could wedding bells be in the future for Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello? Well, our pal ET's Katie Krause chatted with the 22-year-old singer about his new album Wonder, which dropped on Friday. And here's what he told us about whether he and Camila have ever talked about getting engaged. Check it out.
Absolutely. I think for me, it's always been if I'm not willing to talk about that stuff, then I kind of check out a little bit. And I don't know. I really think when you know. And she's been one of my best friends since I was like 15 years old. So I don't know. At the same time, I know we're really young, so I don't want to jump like insanely fast. But I think when you find your person, you feel and you know that you found your person.
You don't want to jump in really fast. Well, you have some explaining to do, Sean, because on his new album, the song 24 Hours, it could be about them because the song is about a relationship that gets serious fast. And I feel like these two seemingly are on the fast track. But do you agree what he said there, Deidre, that no matter what your age, when you know, you just know?
I couldn't agree more. And I really loved that he also, included the caveat of take your time. Like, we're not rushing
Yeah.
into anything. We're both really, really young. But when like you feel that inside of you. And I'm obviously not privy to any knowledge here, but what I do see of them and their body language and what I saw in the documentary, they're just a perfect match. And the fact that they have had conversations about an engagement makes me feel very, very happy inside.
I think some fans would be quick to also point out that it actually maybe isn't as fast as we think it is because, of course, they have been friends since I think
Yeah.
2014, you know? So this was a relationship that has developed over quite some time, you know?
Yeah.
And they found each other and they're in it right now. And you talked about the documentary, you know, in his documentary In Wonder on Netflix, he also talked about his songwriting process and even admitted that, you know, every song he's ever wrote has been about Camila. I repeat,
Amazing.
every song he's ever written has been about Camila. And he actually talked to ET about his songwriting process as well, which of course includes Camila. And he said, nothing is off limits when they pen songs about each other. Take a listen.
We don't really put any rules or boundaries, I think, on our what we're writing about or our art or even just I think the truth about being celebrities and being in a relationship is that it's super tricky because there's a lot of people who want to know more than maybe is normal to give out. They want more personal stuff.
Mhm.
Um, but both of us realize that like it's just sometimes you say something that you shouldn't have, and sometimes someone asks you a personal question and you answer it because you're off guard, and you can't really do much about it. It's just kind of the nature of the beast.
It's
Oh
the
God, he
nature
is
of the
so wise beyond his years.
Isn't he though? And it's interesting though because yeah, there's some things he can't control, right? About, you know, what people write about his personal life, but he
Yeah,
can control that in his music. And I feel like
for
it's really
sure.
mature for both of them to be like, "Hey, look, when it comes to your songs and your songwriting, like you obviously want to come from a really open and vulnerable place. So if you're gonna write about me, do it." And I can guarantee there's some exes of Taylor Swift who probably don't feel the same anymore.
Yeah, no, I think because they're both musicians, and they're both, really like deep and introspective people. I think
Yeah.
that you have to create music that comes from within. Tell something that's honest. Write about something that you actually felt. I think your fans can sniff out, the inauthenticity, which is something they've
Right.
never given us. To the contrary, I think their songs are so popular and resonate with people because it really is like a peek inside their relationship. But again, that's the beauty of songwriting. It's through your filter and your lens.
And it's also a reflection of who they are as people. Like Sean actually told us he and Camila aren't afraid about putting it all out there and sharing their feelings about one another through their songwriting. Here's what he told Katie.
Think we're both equally very mushy, and I think we're both extremely mushy people. We're both super sensitive, which is creates a lot of sensitivity in our relationship. But we
Yeah.
are songwriters, so we're constantly searching for the sensitive topics in life. And I don't know. I'm pretty mushy. I don't know what how she would answer that. I feel like she would maybe say I'm more mushy.
You
Keep the mush
know what?
coming. We love it.
I was gonna say it's paying off for you guys because the music is killer. By the way, as for the couple's holiday plans, Sean says that he and Camila will stay in the basement of his parents' house in Ontario, Canada, with
Wow.
their new puppy Tarzan. So there you have it.
Celebs, they're just like us. They sleep in basements sometimes.
Exactly, exactly.